Excellent lap. We're really pleased.
The grid is all set for the race tomorrow, but before we go, let's quickly remind ourselves of our top three, which are Devlin, Schumacher and Yuki Tsunoda. With qualifying complete, all that remains is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the feature race tomorrow, so make sure you join us then. Welcome then to the United Arab Emirates. Our F2 drivers are on the grid and we're moments away from lights out for the start of the Formula 2 Abu Dhabi race. So the Yas Marina circuit offers 21 corners and a lap distance of around 3.4 miles. There are a few opportunities to pass with long straights and DRS zones in two places, turns 8 and 11. Plenty of close racing then, plenty of speed, and plenty of excitement for the fans, no doubt. I'm sitting here, quite emotional, next to my friend Davide Valsecchi. Here we are at the end of the F2 calendar, and the atmosphere is electric. I have no doubt that the drivers will be giving it everything they have out there today. I can't wait to get underway.
Hey Alex, you are absolutely right. It's a very special place. This is a track like no other, an event like no other, a jewel in the crown of Formula 2. It's perfect. I think we are in for a fantastic racing event here.
As we're now moments away from the off, let's take a look at the grid order in which they'll start today's race. Devlin lines up on pole position, with Mick Schumacher alongside. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Tsunoda, Lundgaard, Guan Yu Zhou, and Alesi, Daruvala, Aitken, Delatraz, Daniel Ticktum, Ilott, Piquet, Nikita Mazepin, and Armstrong, Matsushita, Giotto, Schwartzman, and Artem Markelov. Nissany, Sato, Samaya, and Sean Gelael completes the grid. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track.
After the points finish last race, let's aim to keep the momentum going. was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up. Final lap of the race. Great job, you've done everything we wanted today.
It wasn't always plain sailing today, but a very important win nonetheless. And Davide Valsecchi, give me your thoughts. How did they accomplish this result?
Although the Formula 2 cars are all the same spec, the winner just looked better out there. It would have been a combination of getting those tires up to running temperature faster and driving to the condition on track. They made it look easy out there today.
Our drivers are making their way out for the podium celebrations, and it's going to be MP Motorsport picking up the winner's trophy. Congratulations to the entire team for that fantastic performance. And now, Davide Valsecchi, let me ask you, who is your driver of the day?
It's got to be Artem Markelov. He was fast, decisive, everything you want from a top-class driver.
After all this drama, you'll be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
Great, that's everything we need. You can go back and edit anything we've done so far, and we'll come back here at the start of each season. But if you're ready to go, hit advance to head to Team HQ, and we can start our push to the top of Formula One. Hey, welcome to the team. Good to finally meet you. I'm Max. I'm the head of R&D here. I've been following your career closely, and I have to say I'm a huge fan. I think we're going to get on great. This is your machine. From here you can track your performance, look into R&D upgrades and much more. Let me know if you run into any problems.
Hello folks, and welcome to Paddock Pass, your pre-race edition for this, the inaugural round of the 2021 Formula One World Championship. And I've got to say, it feels great to be back. As is tradition, there is something of an air of a first day back at school on arrival here. But it's more than that. It's a breath of fresh air. It's an element of normality in what has at times felt to be something of an abnormal world. Now, we were supposed to have a raft of new regulations this season, but as we know, they've been held back. Which does give all of these teams the opportunity to have a second bite at the cherry, one final chance to show what they can do in this era of Formula One. But the responsibility for results, as always, falls on the drivers. But with the cars at their disposal this year being very similar to the cars they had at their disposal last year, succeed, and they, of course, will put it all on themselves as a display of their innate skills and abilities. But the knife cuts both ways, because if they fail to succeed, there's absolutely nowhere for them to hide. The other question, though, remains as to which of these teams has been able to do the incredible, the impossible perhaps, with these regulations, and pull something out of the hat over the winter that gives them the march on their rivals. As always, we can't wait for this season to begin, but for now, from us, that's your luck.
This first race of the season is always quite difficult for us trackside, and for those back at the factory as well, as it's the first time the car has run since winter testing. The more consistent mileage you can get in these sessions, the happier we'll be.
And with all the cars now over the line, let's see our top three again.
Okay, good job, mate. Really well done. That was a fantastic drive.
And with qualifying complete, let's review our top three today. Devlin, Verstappen and
So that was an exciting race from our perspective. Let's have yours.
It's always good to qualify at the front, isn't it? You didn't practice much this weekend. Are you saving your car for the race?
Appreciate your time.
Well done. Very solid result. You're looking good for the race.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. We go racing today around 3.36 miles of the magnificent Bahrain International Circuit, with 15 corners and 2 good passing opportunities into turns 1 and 4. Keep an eye out for drivers locking the front left tyre into the tricky braking zone of turn 10. So here we are in 2021 at the start of another Formula One World Championship. It all begins here, Mercedes looking to retain their hold on the title, Red Bull seeking to secure their position as the main contender for that title, Ferrari no doubt hoping for a fresh start following their difficulties last year, and elsewhere on the grid, the prospect of some really exciting battles, including between the newly rebranded Aston Martin and Alpine teams. Lots to discuss then with Anthony Davidson, who's joined me in the commentary box for today's event.
It's good to be back, Crofty. Let's hope for some good racing today. We can't know at this point how competitive these teams are relative to each other, but hopefully nobody is able to run and hide. We want to see these drivers pushing to the limit all the way to the checkered flag.
It's time to see how our drivers are stacking up after yesterday's exciting qualifying session. Devlin lines up on pole position, edging out Max Verstappen, who'll start from P2. Looking down the rest of the grid we have Bottas, Ricciardo, Sergio Perez and Vettel, Leclerc, Norris, Sainz and Lance Stroll, Gasly, Fernando Alonso, Kimi Raikkonen and Tsunoda, Ocon, Giovinazzi, Nikita Mazepin and George Russell, Mick Schumacher and Nicholas Latifi. That's it then, it's time to go racing as we head to trackside for today's race.
We're going to need you to push hard if we're going to get a good result today. Let's make it happen. DRS will be enabled this lap. You can use it when within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone. You're losing to the car behind, 2 seconds. Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race. Absolutely awesome. Just amazing. Well done.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the team at Mercedes. Anthony Davidson, how do you think they were able to set themselves apart today?
Well, time management probably played quite a large role in the outcome of this one. As ever, it's not just about speed, it's all about maintaining that speed consistently over a stint, over a race distance. So being able to keep up the lap times while still being smooth on the controls and gentle on the tyres, that's really where the race was won today.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take top spot, a well-earned victory for Mercedes. Let's have a look then at the drivers' standings. Devlin takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ants. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
Mick Schumacher gets my vote today.
It's...
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You took the top points today. Was it a comfortable win? Appreciate your time.